Welcome back to my Monster Hunter Rise series. I am Serenity, YouTube's favorite fairy princess, and the girl with an insane quantity of stress. I have to do a bunch of adulting next week, and it's a lot of important junk, and it's driving my anxiety up the wall. But enough about that. Let's pick off some Pukei-Pukeis, which is where I left off last time.
Let's do this!
Point is, I want a small crown of this sucker, and the only way to get it is to hunt. Ugh. No, but seriously, my stress is so bad I spent a substantial portion of yesterday just in Minecraft digging a massive hole in the ground. I only do that when I'm stressed. Alright. This isn't about the crown. This is just about me getting some edge off. Alright, so far so good. I have no way of determining whether or not a Pukei I'm fighting is small enough or not. So, whatever. They all get exploded. I should be getting my new Nintendo Switch game case tomorrow. It's a pretty interesting case. Unlike the average case, it can hold 18 games, as well as the Switch, and the dock, and Pro Controller, plus cables, everything you need to take the dang thing with you somewhere and set it up on someone else's TV. The thing that sold me, though, was the fact that 18 games? Holy beans. I don't even know if I have that many physical games. Probably do, considering how old the thing is. I mean, I got one physical game that's absolutely redundant now. I have a physical copy of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Then I bought it digitally so I don't have to touch that thing anymore. Those Switch cases are absolutely disgusting. I meant Switch carts, yeah. It's not so bad, but the residue stays on my fingers, so I could, like, eat chips or something and get a vile taste in my mouth, because that residue rubs off on my fingers, and it's still there. It's gross. Oh yeah, speaking of chips, I got some sour cream and onion over there. Fun food fact about me. I hate the taste of onions, and the crunch of them, and I find sour cream to be 100% repulsive, like the smell makes me sick. But for some reason, when you mix the two together in a potato chip, it's the best chip in the world. I can't explain that. It's like mixing sodium and chlorine. Two very bad things, but, like, you get something tasty out of it. Salt. And wait. Now! Since I no longer have to fear doing that anymore. So, I got my 3 Pokemon plushies. Those please me. I got Alchemy just hanging off the shelf. It's got a hook.
Here's the list of quests.
Celebi's just kind of chilling in the shelf. He's just kind of poked in the top. And Gardevoir's sitting on the bottom. Yeah. Sorry. I forgot to take my earrings off when I put the headset on. Oof. Butterflies. Super cute. Still poke the side of my head.
Let's do this.
Let's go get another one. Send it back to parrot jail. Speaking of parrot jail, I heard Twitter's on absolute madhouse, like even more than usual ever since they got rid of the check marks. Hey, Pukei. I'm gonna smack you in the head. Look down. Oh. I'll settle for that. I'm still using my weapon of my preferred charge blade of choice against the sucker. The Tristan and the Soul Plus decked the heck out in anomaly stuff, particularly Element.
You listen to me.
Hey, guess what this isn't? A crown.
Good job, me.
Unlike the hunt for Teostra, I'm perfectly fine hunting every single one of these. And he can't poison me. Praise Kaiser Armor. Don't underestimate Teostra Blessing. There are several monsters that you just don't want poison. Or in the case of the lizards, and 2 of the Rathian types, venom. Yeah, I'm really glad Gypsyros isn't in this game. Although my current build, I'd be immune to basically everything it does except the theft. Stun jewels block me from getting flash bombed, and Kaiser Armor is immune to poison and venom. Ugh. Once again, my lungs are the pinnacle of human health. Yeah, that's good. Blow him up. Yeah, I could capture it, but why? I love the squeaky toy so much.
Let's see what you have.
Ah, here we go. Pukei-Pukei Fellwing. What the? That is not a push notification I want to be seeing from Discord, guys. Ugh. Ugh. Well, I have to see the full notification now. Ugh. Oh, right. I'm reading. Let's see. What the heck is going on here? These are the people I hunt with. Oh, God. Oh.
It's great to see you.
Why?
Take a look at the quest list.
Why did I bring those two together? It's like mixing chlorine and bleach. I just received damage from it.
Back to work.
I'll respond to that later. Oh, look! Puke's out in the sun. Yeah, totally. That's definitely sun. Every single one of those mini suns. Hey, Pukei. You are a large Pukei. Ah, that didn't block it. This thing's pretty impressive, I'll give it that. If I get a crown large, I won't be disappointed. Even if it's the opposite of what I wanted. It's a magnificent specimen. Yeah, that axe kind of renders interrupting heart kind of pointless. I don't have it baked into this armor, but
Good job, me.
when I could just use the axe to dodge the next attack, even curio explosions. Nobody move. What did I just tell you? Ah! Okay, this is deliberate. You think I'm stupid? You're just gonna keep blowing breath at me. Beats the heck out of having to chase this thing as it chases Minoto, as Minoto is darting around like a... I don't know. I gotta think what Minoto's darting around like. A frog at a school playground. That'll do. Or the baby bunny that thankfully got out of the way of my lawnmower last week. I would have been very sad if that little buddy just got dirt by the mower. Thankfully, bunnies are smart. Oh, why? You weren't oh, seriously, Pukei? Seriously? You're gonna die in that hole. I'm going to laugh. Double break. Ah, look at that. Good old chop chop. I don't need a Pukei-Pukei lash, but I'll take it. Get dunked on. Tail.
Nothing personal.
Oh, hi, Castodons. I hate you. Ah, bugger, I did it wrong. Oh well.
I did it!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, so I did my laundry today. Some of it. I did say I was adulting.
Take a look at the quest list.
I was very pleased to find some socks that I lost last time I did the load of laundry, so I got less missing halves this time. Now I only need to find the black and white stripy ones, the white ones, and there's another one over there. I found the pink ones with the kitties on them.
That'll do. This'll be easy.
Let's go in the pit. By that time I finally get the crown size of this thing. That pit is officially going to be known as the Pukei-Pukei corpse pit. Let's see, go up this way? Close enough. Alright. So free aim wire bug is the way to go there. The arachnoid ruined everything. Ah. Ah, there we go. That explains everything. Pukei-Pukei is not the only thing with crap in their throat. Only mine's not a walking biohazard. Maybe it is. I was genuinely hoping mine would go through first. Pukeis a little faster than Chameleos in terms of the poison release. Just enough to be annoying. Don't do it! When I break face, perfect. There's something on your face. It was pain. By the time you see this video, I will be over at my usual Sunday family get-together. The old man didn't have me put the work in his garage. I wouldn't be strong enough to be able to open jars for everyone. So I do appreciate the work. Plus, he supplements my gaming budget. I really wish YouTube was the one doing that. Maybe in 15 years. When Twitter's long dead. Which do you think is going to happen first? Do you think Elon Musk will quit Twitter? Or do you think Twitter will just die like MySpace did?
I'll put this to good use.
I wonder. I'd personally like to see Twitter die and get replaced by something else. It's a little too far gone now to save. Especially with it in his hands and the whole... It got delisted from being a business thing. I heard Xbox One no longer allows people to post things from their console to Twitter. I wonder how long before the other gaming companies follow suit. Also, apparently Microsoft is no longer advertising Twitter on, wait, doesn't Windows 11 have, like, advertisements baked into it or something?
Another job well done.
They should have just stuck with Tesla and just was happy with that, but no. They could have stuck with the Emerald Mine, but no. He's gotta put on his jester mask and show the world how awesome he is.
Here's a list of questions. You'll do great. Time for a rest. Time to go.
Oh, right. I feel pretty safe giving him a little bit of, a verbal roughing up. I don't have a Twitter account. I'm never gonna have one. There's no point in it. Genuinely no point in it now. Alright, you want that blue check mark? You gotta pay. Are you a business? Oh, you're gonna be paying substantially more. What the? Arachnoid, please. Excuse me for a sec. Stupid Arachnoid. Alright, chicken. Time to blow you up. Is that a Castodon?
I'll let you off the hook.
Yeah, it is. I'm having a blast. I don't know about you. Ow. It beats having a Crown Hunt Risen Crimson Glow Valstrax. I'm still going to have to do that, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't play any of my Switch save Monster Hunter Rise at all yesterday until like the late hours of the night. The whole stress thing they make dig Minecraft blocks wasn't a joke. I think I filled approximately, what, 6 double chests full of Deep Slate and Tough blocks today? Yesterday? Yep. I've lost track of time, guys. I live in a temporal bubble.
I'll put this to good use.
Today is tomorrow's yesterday. Remember, the Earth is an illusion. Reality is just a hologram. Buy gold, buy. And dead Castodons. Exactly as nature intended. Alright, I did carve that. Carved like a Thanksgiving ham. Wait a little more. Wait, that's not it. Bugger. Wasn't supposed to hold down ZL for that second one. Ugh. You unlocked some Build Guild card titles to show just how unhinged you are. The pickup box is full. This autosave's killing me. It's faster on the Switch. Is that where we're at as a society in terms of gaming? Is that companies won't really try optimizing anything for computers anymore?
I've got some great deals for you.
Goku.
Puck is on your side. Hope to see you again
Okay,
soon.
Goku plush. Isn't that the bird? I am curious. Curious crafting. Okay. Switching out my... We're switching back to this. Alright, now the black and purple one. Bingo. This is a bit of a... This is a bit of a cursed outfit.
Take a look at the quest list.
I tried and tried getting crowns with this one on. No such luck. Maybe the purple will resonate with Pukei.
Time to go.
My Sylveon magnet is crooked.
Let's move.
I know a couple of guys. They make, they burn things into wood carvings. And they got a subsection where you can have a design put into a plank of wood. And they could burn that design into it and put a magnet on the back. I got a bunch of Pokemon ones on the wall that they made for me. As well as several fairies, and I had them custom make me a Mizutsune. It is one of my favorite monsters. I love the Bubble Fox. Hey, birdie. Hey, smack. Okay, the punching bag. I'm gonna miss when I actually get the crown of this thing. I think I needed this a lot more than Minecraft. Wonderful. Keep hacking away. No, no, no. When I said away, I didn't mean go away. Die, 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 die. Do it! What did I just say? The speed at which you can just do the next attack is very impressive. Dodge this! Okay, no more tongue.
Putting down the trap. Give it all you got.
Next.
All done.
Did I just use the wire bug? Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
You're my best pal.
I'm having a great time. Once I get this sucker, I'm gonna go back to anomalies.
Why, hello. Please select the quest that best suits you. You'll do great.
I need to get one specific monster to 201. The Seething Basil Geese. Cope and seethe. Cope and seethe.
This'll be easy. Let's go.
Oh, hi, Rathian. That kind of sounded like a pigeon noise. I think. Not a crown. Also, hunting these things does raise my rank a little bit. Good. Dang it! Meh! Sensei says, to find the best crown monster, first you must shave the cats. Or was that the summon Sheogorath? I don't remember. I always get the two mixed up. Okay, how about this? A cat that's crossed with a sheep. So you have to actually shear the thing, but if you do, it tries to claw the hell out of you. What would you call such a hybrid creature? Part sheep, part cat. I know you want to say the first two letters are sheep and the last two letters are cat, but we can't call it that. Oh, that was okay. No. You stay here. Largest size? Okay, new max crown size. This is the opposite of what I wanted.
I'll put this
Whatever.
to good use.
I think I got a new title for the video. Got the Pukei crown, but it was the wrong one. still, new max size. Yay me. My eyes hurt. Ugh. I'm cutting it a little closer each time. Cool. Yay for me!
Thank you for stopping by. Here's the list of quests. Best of luck. Time to go.
Googly eyes, colorful feathers, poison.
Let's go.
I know the character that fits the bill. Big Bird.
I'm back.
What do you mean Big Bird doesn't have poison? You've clearly never been to a dinner party hosted by Big Bird. You wouldn't be alive to tell the tale. The dude puts jarring root in everything. No idea where he sources it from. But I do know that they have this, like, hand as their symbol. And apparently they know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Where is it? Ah! What the heck? You're small. At least compared to that previous guy. Okay, so there's one thing I'm not looking forward to doing. Ground hunting the Risen Boys. That includes the new one. I don't relish having to hunt any primordial monsters either. Back.
I'm in control now. I'll let you off the hook now. Take this.
No. You know, I don't think I powered up my Tristan and Isolde with Afflicted Dire Hardfangs. But there's also the matter of getting Risen Slogbones and the new stuff that Risen Shaggy / Risen Velstrax have. You know, the messed up thing is I think I'd rather fight Risen Velstrax in an anomaly investigation than Risen Shaggy. There's a saying, you know. Better the demon you know than the demon you don't. Because Risen Shaggy... Shaggy... That was not a Freudian slip, I promise. So Risen Shaggy carded me twice. And this is after me surviving a fatal attack with the turtle. So he could have triple carded me back to town easily. Not a crown, by the way.
I'll put this to good
Just a big, fat L. So, yeah. Risen Valstrax is probably going to be the way to go for me, because how else am I going to get the last element? And the last slot, too. Weapons aren't really going to get any stronger after this. Title Update 6 is only the final monster, and not much else advertised by the sound of it. Kinda wish they would have sourced more elders into this game. This game was completely lacking Kieran. It didn't have the Angry Pickle. It was not an elder, but he's up there. It didn't have Gammoth. What the heck is that one? It's got the burning tail. Glavenus. It doesn't have that. It didn't have the boy with the exploding slime fists. Bracadios. It didn't have the big... What is it called? Ergodan or something? It's completely coated in rock-hard scales, and it can roll up into a ball and run you over. Think Rollout from Pokemon, but like as a giant monster hunter monster that can also breathe fire. That's kind of what I'm talking about here.
This'll be easy. Let's move.
What else? What else? Well, we didn't need to see Fatalis again. Alatreon, didn't need that. I'd have liked to have hunted any of the Iceborne Elders. That would have been... I guess I have to play Monster Hunter World, huh? Because it's got a bunch of Elders. This game does not.
I'm back.
It's got... Let's see if I remember correctly. It's got Kieran. It's got Nergigante. It's got Xenojiva and Safijiva. Did I say Lunastra? Kieran, of course. Fatalis, Alatreon. Namiel. And that behemoth thingy from Final Fantasy. Which is apparently a very divisive monster. Apparently Behemoth made hunters hate each other. What a shame, really. I'm gonna guess I would see similar results if I went up against a Maxu in an online match. I mean, what's probably gonna play out is I join a random room, and it's probably one cart down already, and the guy who got carted is probably going to get carted 2 more times, because they're either packing a 1 HP build, or they got some kind of lightning water weakness, or they forgot to upgrade their armor in the recent title update.
You off the hook now.
Which, by the way, if you're a hunter and you haven't upgraded your armor yet, do that! First thing I did, I upgraded all of my armor that I put into circulation on these videos. Which is 3 armor sets. My Epoch Epic set as well as my Risen Kaiser and my Risen Deora sets. My Risen Kaiser set's probably my weirdest one because I deliberately took Powder Mantle off the set. I wanted the set for its poison immunity, not for its extra traits. Oh yeah, world is full of other like regular monsters I've never hunted before. For example, Paolumu. It's some kind of bat-looking thing that can blow up like a balloon. Parts broken, hunted. Wishful thinking to think it was a crown. Like 2 notifications at once. Is it a crown? No. I just broke something. So, instead of like a crown hunting achievement, it would have been nice if they would have had like a achievement for breaking monster parts. Something like 10,000 parts broken or something. $10,000 parts isn't unreasonable considering how many things you tend to break on an average hunt. Let's say you do everything in the game. You do every quest, you try to get every medal. You'll get 10,000 parts broken long before you get the crown medals. I only have one of the 4, which is large crowns for base rise monsters. You know, I kind of wish I had a live audience to do this with. It's really hard to just chatter on about everything.
I have faith that you will fulfill your duty. You'll do great.
Hopefully I can sort out the mess so I can maybe figure out how the whole live streaming thing works. Still, no camera. Alright, I'm not a photogenic person. I look like a potato that got crossed with a trubbish.
Let's go. Let's move.
Let yourself get a mental image of that. Okay, so let's see here. So my game case arrives tomorrow. Let's see, what else? I have another Pro controller coming in around early next month, which is just in time for Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't want to have another situation where I was scanning a bunch of amiibos into the game, and I had to take the Joy-Cons off the Switch every single day. You're no crown. Seriously? Arachnoids are the worst. Oh, now the Kestodon wants some. That Cassidon's still alive.
You listen to me now.
Wait, let's try that again. I think it's dead, actually. Never mind. It's only a thing I've tried once or twice before. Using the giant monster to hunt smaller ones. It totally works. Neener, neener. Pukei is still going to be one of my farming monsters for cooking materials when all is said and done. I don't want slick support, I want fresh veggies. Ah, meh. Landed on the landmine. Bye, Pukei.
That's a wrap.
I'd give you a salute, but it would be in the shape of an L on my forehead. In case you were wondering, yes, I did in fact clean out the laundry basket full of cans, which is how I was able to do my laundry. Hey, I wonder. Ah, look at that! Awesome. Num num num. Oh, great.
You're
Pick
sure
up
to
boxes
find a
full.
bargain today.
Amatsu carving.
What good fortune you have.
You, sir, are a fish.
Thank you for your patronage.
I mean, I'm kind of tempted to put the Amatsu up on the shelf.
I have faith that you will fulfill your duty. Best of luck.
Poison drops in the sand. Level 100 toadstool in the town soup. So, there's a game out there called Harvest Moon DS. I'm surprised that they never actually redid the game and released it as, like, Story of Seasons DS or something. They'd have to change the name, wouldn't they? Since DS is kind of a... you know. They kind of dropped the ball on the name.
This'll be easy.
Anyway. So you could get something called a seed maker. You throw seeds in, they get a higher level to them. You You could also have mushroom logs, which you could grow mushrooms on. So, much like Stardew Valley, you can have it a town luau type event where everybody from town comes and they bring an ingredient to add in the soup. And everybody kind of gets a little sick if you put a toadstool in there. But if you put a level 100 toadstool in there, you get a non-standard game over. You end up killing the town with an extremely potent mushroom. But that's not the only way you can get a non-standard game over. There's another one that can happen if at the very beginning of the game you don't call the dog off of the mayor when it's attacking him. I don't need to explain to you what the dog does to him. You can use your imagination in regards to dog attacks. But yeah, non-standard game over because your dog deletes the mayor. I didn't quite believe that one myself, so I tried it out.
That's how.
Oh, by the way, Harvest Moon DS is kind of notable for the fact it seems to have directly inspired two very successful games / franchises. The first one is Rune Factory, a fantasy Harvest Moon, and all games that followed. It feels like Harvest Moon DS was the template for it. It's like they saw the whole sword and the waterfall thing and the massive caves, and they were like, hey, you know what? Let's make a game that explores these very concepts. Caves full of monsters and treasure. So, Rune Factory. But the other one, I'm pretty sure Stardew Valley was heavily inspired by Harvest Moon DS. There's just so much there that it just kind of feels that way. Okay, it's not over there. Die! The moment that string is cut, he's gone.
I'll put this to good use.
Yeah, good use. Yum yum. Starting to calm down a little. Back to where?
This'll be easy.
Look. Froggy. This kind of reminds me of the Tetranodon hunts. Only in the case of the Tetranodons, their size variance was much more noticeable. This thing goes kaput so fast that I don't think I've done a single monster attack against it. I was hoping that wasn't going to do that. Keep breaking the burger bird. Oh my god, I actually am. Let's keep saw blading it. And it's gone. No, it's not. It's not gonna like this, though. Yeah, make him yak up his food. Not this time. No more tail for you. Ah!
Easy peasy. I'll put this to good use.
Take that, pigeon. Alright, I think I have time for one more, then I gotta call it. Weekends tend to be busier. Let's see about that 75% of the items you gathered bit. I hate to tell you this, but only 20% of the items you gathered are actually useful. I'm not counting item quantities, I'm counting item types. One more try.
Take care.
I've got some great deals for. Well done.
According to
See you
statistical
again
probability, it should have already happened.
That'll do.
What will I get? A big bucket of spiders. They were harvested from the bush of spiders in the garden of spiders. And the bucket of spiders get dumped onto the plate of spiders and into the glass of spiders. It's a real mess. Spiders everywhere. Can open. Spiders everywhere. We get an F in chat for the last Pukei being too big. The game's just mocking me at this point. Gonna have to switch to a different monster to crown hunt next time. Maybe I'll go with Kushala Deora and then just reload the save over and over again until I find the small one. It's not economical to try and hunt a Kushala Deora every 15 minutes or so. End of the line, get off the train. Thomas says it's time to destroy Helgen. Oh, okay. She's gonna run and go get more plants. Speaking of plants, why can't you run through those? Enough of a stagger to get him. Oh. On that previous topic of Rune Factory games, I haven't quite forgotten that they decided to they're deciding to re-release Rune Factory 3 on the Switch. I hope they eventually get it on Steam. Good.
Let's see what you have.
Got a crown today. It was the wrong one. That's the weirdest case of, well, a yes, but actually no, I have ever dealt with. Should I do the Pukei quest loading thing like I did with Teostra? Answer in the comments below. I do in fact like comments. Num num. Alright, that's it. No more Pukeis today. I'll do the Deora thing. I'll just keep reloading it until I get one that's small enough looking. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to the channel and you like it when I hunt things, you should definitely subscribe because I will be hunting more things. I will not stop hunting things until I meet some criteria, like 100% achievements, Master Rank 999, Anomaly Rank 300. Ugh. Anyway, hope to see you in the next episode. It'll be Deora's. As for me, I have work to do, unfortunately. And, well, my character, please stop looking at the dog. Thank you. Nope, nope, you're not the spotlight. You're not the spotlight. Stop it. Okay. And see you next time. Happy hunting.